wondering is, what do I honestly really think about how much the next generation consoles are really going to cost? And honestly, it's just been like so much, like we haven't gotten anything official from how much the Xbox Series X is going to cost and how much the PlayStation 5 is going to cost. Like, we haven't even literally like seen nothing from like we don't even have pre-orders out yet. Like, Sony hasn't came out and did an event yet, but there is a rumor that Sony is supposed to be doing some kind of a review event in the beginning of June, but it could also possibly be not true and be delayed because of the current situation that's going on in the world right now. And a lot of people have been wondering and have asked me is, how much do you honestly think that the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 are literally going to cost? Well, we have been getting so many rumors and speculations about how much they're going to cost. At first, it started with the PlayStation 5 being $500 and the Xbox Series X was going to be $400. Or no, I take that back. $600 is what I meant to say. The Series X was going to be $600. And then more rumors and speculations have been coming out saying that the PlayStation 5 is going to literally have two different launch models at the launch date of the PS5. Like, you're going to have a PS5 Pro model and then a base model PlayStation 5. Basically, kind of like what we have right now with the base PS4, which launched back in 2013, and then 3 years later, we had the mid-generation PS4, which is the PS4 Pro, that can basically upscale resolutions and play games in some native and upscale to 4K. And that's just been a lot of rumors and speculations right now, and especially keeps on going until we end up getting to when they're going to review the PlayStation 5 and when pre-orders are going to start and when Microsoft is going to announce the price for the Xbox Series X. But all that the good news is about all this stuff is that we won't be waiting for very much long. Like, literally, like, if Sony's going to have their digital event or whatever that is rumored to be them showing off the PS5 in the beginning of June or whatever, most likely Sony's probably going to announce pricing. And Microsoft has got a first party lineup of a digital event going on in the month of July, and they also now have an event coming in June too. And June could possibly very well be the month that we are actually going to be getting the prices of what both consoles are going to really cost, and pre-orders also beginning to start up. Because if you remember back then with the Xbox One X, pre-orders didn't start till sometime in June to sometime July. So they have to literally get the prices out the door sometime in the next month or two, because it just would make a lot of sense. So most likely we are going to be getting the prices of what they're going to cost sometime soon. But yeah, there's been a lot of people that have been asking me and wondering is, how much do I personally think of how much the consoles are going to be worth? Here's my honestly take. With all of the rumors and speculations about how much they're going to cost, like with the first set, where everybody was thinking that the PS5 was going to cost $500 and the Series X was going to cost at $600, and then also with the PS5 being a second generation, a mid-generation refresh system at launch, like having a PS5 Pro model. And then now, ever since the beginning of 2020 and going forward, we actually have been getting more rumors and speculations of pointing out that most likely these consoles are either going to be $400 or $500. So what do I personally think of how much they're going to be? Well, I honestly think that they could very well be $400 at the possibility. But I honestly see $500 being the more truthful pricing of how much that the consoles are honestly going to cost. Like, I could still see, like I said, a possibly $400 being the price point, especially for both consoles, because there has been rumors and leaks that Sony is waiting for Microsoft to announce their price, and now here just over the last week or two, when Microsoft had their digital event of gameplay, which wasn't really a lot of gameplay like everybody was basically assuming, but there has been another leak that saying that Microsoft is actually trying to catch Sony by waiting till they announce their price. So, like I said in a couple previous videos, this is literally going to be the most fair battle that we are ever going to have, especially in a console generation. Like, both consoles seem to be, they're going to be so much similar in price. Like, even if they're going to be both $400 or both $500, it seems like that most likely they're going to be basically the same price. Now, it could be like the PS5 might be $400 like the PS4 was, and the Xbox Series X might be $500 like it was with the Xbox One, and especially the Xbox One X. It could be the very, very same thing from what we've seen with this generation, with the launch models of the PS4 and Xbox One, and even the mid-generation upgrade models of the current gen. Honestly, my guess is probably just as good as yours. I personally think that most likely, like probably 80% out of 100, is both of the consoles are probably going to be $500, especially with the tech that's put inside. But Microsoft and Sony have seen where they have seen the light where the 360 was the more successful console because of it being $400 and the PS3 being more expensive. And then Sony ditched them with the PS4, and Microsoft went up ahead to try to see if they could catch them with, selling the Xbox One for more. And it didn't work so well, so the PS4 ended up being the winner because of the pricing. So both companies have actually seen the sales of a $400 price point. The PS4 was successful because of it, and the 360 was so successful because of its price point. So it could very well be possibly $400, and because of all this, but especially with the tech put inside, I mean, like I said, it could still possibly very well be $400, but I honestly think that Microsoft and Sony, especially with the tech that's put inside, like you're going to get 4K gaming at 30 to 60 frames a second, and some even games can be able to manage to like 90 to 120 frames a second, and all that good stuff. With all the tech that's put inside of these two systems, I personally think that $500 is probably going to be what the pricing is going to be for both of them. But I could very well be wrong, but that's my take of how much I think that both of the PS5 and the Series X are literally going to cost, especially if you look at that with the Lockhart that's rumored to come out to be the more affordable current gen or next generation system of the Xbox Series. Yeah, it's going to be rumored to be $300. So if they have that for $300, then it would make a lot more sense to have the more powerful Xbox Series X console to be a couple $100 more. Just like how it was with the Xbox One X, where you had the Xbox One S at $300 for a 1 terabyte, and then you had the Xbox One X being the more powerful version of the Xbox One, but for $500. So my honestly guess is that the consoles are most likely probably going to be $500, especially with the tech being put into them. You got the Series X, which is going to play games at like more like graphical like detail and such with 4K resolution, and then you have the PS5, which games are not going to look as close, but the games are going to look very similar to the PS5, just missing with a few extra details that the Series X has got because of its power. But instead, with the PS5, you are actually getting the better overall SSDs, with games actually loading 10 times faster and all that good stuff. So honestly, yeah, I honestly think the $500 is probably what the next generation consoles are honestly going to cost. And honestly, with as many gamers as there are today, and especially because money is actually increasing, I don't think it's going to be as a big problem that people are going to see like they did back then, especially like with the PlayStation 3 with being $600 back in the middle early 2000s. Yeah. But honestly, that is my guess is I think $500 is what both of them are honestly going to cost. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys could, hit a like if you enjoy this content. Subscribe for those of you that are new to the channel, and I will keep you guys posted with more gaming content in the future. And also, send me down in the comment section down below of your thoughts of how much you honestly think that the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X is going to cost. Do you think it'll be $400 they're going to cost because of the 7th and 8th generation consoles, with the PS4 being the more successful console and the 360 being the more successful console? Or do you honestly think that they're possibly going to be $500 like I honestly think, because of the tech put inside them, with the PS5 being the more faster SSDs and the Xbox Series X being the more overall powerful console? So just send me down in the comment section down below of your thoughts of how much you honestly think that the PS5 and Xbox Series X is honestly going to cost. And subscribe for those of you that are new to the channel. And also hit a like if you enjoyed this video. And we will be sure to catch you guys on the next video. So, peace out.